Good evening, everyone. Those of you in the room, there is a person sitting here who can't see me. Those of you online, I know it's very grainy, but go with the flow. I look much better in a grainy filter. I'm glad you all are here this evening. Our theme for tonight is winter solstice. This is the night of the winter solstice. Tonight we're going to celebrate the darkness. So I want to give you a forewarning that these candles will all be going out at one point. The lights will be completely dark. So if that feels unsafe to you, you need to know that. Put yourself where you get to a door if you need to. But we're going to embrace the darkness. This time of the year is all about celebrating the light. All of the religious traditions celebrate the light or the coming of the light, the expectation. And many traditions miss the gift of the darkness. Studies show us that if we live in light all the time, that we're very unhealthy. That the darkness is absolutely necessary. And people who live in big cities understand that. It can cause severe depression. And so tonight, the darkness is not a bad thing. Sometimes it gets a bad rap. Tonight, we're going to absolutely invite it, not only outwardly, but to invite it inwardly. Because as the path of the sun begins to reverse, the sun seemingly on this day holds its place. It stands still for just a moment from its turning. And we delve tonight into the gifts of the darkness and the gifts of this time of year. The solstice celebration, the energy is ripe. I know many in the room that know that. There are energies that are waiting for us to access them tonight. There are 1,000 energies that you will access. Only you know what you will get, but it will be good. It will be holy, and it will be sacred. I used to curse the winter. I used to just wait for the spring. And then I fell in love with the trees. And the trees that released all their leaves. I got to see them standing naked and bare. And the skeletal system underneath the beauty of the leaves was just as beautiful. And so tonight you are invited into an experience of being completely and totally naked, raw, vulnerable, receptive. Winter becomes an amazing mirror for us. Would you agree? We're caused to go inward. We are caused to gather in community, in closer proximity. And the sky becomes way more expansive. You look up the other night, I was in California, and I've never seen such a beautiful sky. It was as if the entire universe was laid out in the dark sky, and the stars stood out more brightly than ever before. Right now, these candles stand out very brightly, but I invite you into the consciousness that each of you, as a light, is standing out very brightly. And although we go into the darkness, and embrace maybe a dark place within your own heart, that it is holy and it is sacred. And it is also necessary. The cold air, it's been cold and it's about to get really cold here in Georgia. It heightens our awareness. We become attuned to something that maybe we would not have been attuned to a moment ago. Cold air causes us to be very conscious. I won't turn the air conditioning on tonight. But I invite you to get in touch with maybe some coldness in your own heart. that has something to teach you, some place that is wanting attention. Tonight, the candles will go out one by one. The sacred sound is going to be playing. And I invite you to just allow the vibration of your own heart to enter the womb of Mother Earth. We are cooperating with the cycles of the entire cosmos tonight by embracing that darkness. We take the words, the earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is the womb of the one. Take a deep breath with me. As you feel that, please join your heart with mine as we chant. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is the womb of the one. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is the womb of the one. Let us join as one. The earth is our mother. Our mother, the earth is the womb of the one. The earth is the mother, the earth is our mother, the earth is the womb of the one. The moon is our brother. Is our brother, the moon is our brother, the earth is the womb of the one. The moon is our sister, the moon is our sister, the moon is our sister, the earth is the womb of the one. The sun is our brother. The sun is our brother. The sun is our brother. The earth is the womb of the one. The sun is our sister. The sun is our sister. The sun is our sister. The earth is the womb of the one. The stars are our brothers. The stars are our brothers. The stars are our brothers. The earth is the womb of the one. The stars are our sisters. The stars are our sisters. The stars are our sisters. The earth is the womb of the one. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is the womb of the one. Is our mother, the earth is our mother, the earth is the womb of the one. And so I have several readings. I invite you to take each one as a gift. And after each of the readings, a candle will be extinguished or two, until we end up in complete darkness. And in that silence and darkness, the sacred sound ministry will play, and all the other senses will be heightened in connection with the earth. And so let the sound begin. I do not speak of the absence of sun. I speak of a darkness that is home to all that have ever lived and walked the earth. We were born in darkness. And we will return to darkness. It is in the darkness that creation itself resides. And the room gets a little darker. From the inner dark emerges all sculpture, all song, all dance, all the art, all the cultures that are the heritage of humanity. Even consciousness itself. The great unsolved mystery resides in the deep unknown darkness of ourselves. With vision totally muted, let us notice what the other senses are telling you. This year, I do not want the dark to leave me. I need its wrap of silent stillness, its cloak of long-lasting embrace. Too much light has pulled me away from the chamber of gestation. To go into the dark with a light is to know the light. To know the dark, we must go dark. To go without sight, and to find that the dark too blooms and sings. During the dark nights, there is no choice but to surrender to the earth and to give in to unknowing, to stop and to listen to the wisdom of the earth. It is a time of enforced retreat, and perhaps even unwilling withdrawal. The darkest night is much more than a learning experience. It's a proud initiation into a realm nothing of the mind can understand or of the world can prepare you for. That no matter how deeply we go into ourselves, we find God in the darkness, as in the light. Like a webbing made of 100 roots that drink in the silence. Imagine darkness around you, like the sheltering earth around a seed. Like the sap of the tree running to the roots, to the safety and protection of the earth. Imagine darkness like a mother, drawing out of you the pain, the doubt, the worry, the resentment, the confusion and fear that have interfered with peace. Feel the darkness absorbing itself into itself. The thoughts, the memories, and all the patterns that keep you from being your true self are now released. As we allow the dark to take back to itself any darkness within you. As we enter a time of stillness, let the dawn come late. Let the sunsets arrive early. Let the evenings extend themselves while I lean into the abyss of my being. Let me lie in the caves of my soul, for too much light blinds me and steals the source of revelation. Let me seek solace in the empty places of winter's passage, those dark nights that never fail to shelter me. Allow all your senses, other than your sight, to become heightened. The feeling on your skin, the sound in the room, the voice of your very soul. And the beauty of the darkness as the bowls fade to silence. As we fade to total silence, let us hold the mantra, the earth is the womb of the One. And allow your sisters and your brothers in the sky, your sisters and brothers in the room, to be one in the womb. Repeat silently to yourself, I am one with the earth. I am one with the moon. I am one with the stars. am one with the sun. I am one with the light. I am one with the darkness. I am one with the trees. I am one with the wind. I am one with water. I am one with fire. I am one with all of Earth's creatures. How much sweeter will the light be as tomorrow when it begins to return? That we have not cursed the darkness and the cold. We have welcomed its gifts. As the light begins to return to earth, the light begins to return to us. Let us bring those gifts with us. Let us take the darkness it shrouded. Hold it as sacred. That as we walk the footsteps on earth, we are ever mindful of how blessed we are by yin and yang, by dark and light, even by sadness. The reflection it brings allows us to become more. Always knowing we are held within the womb of the ancient ones who have walked the footsteps before us, and the new ones that will walk in front of us. The light is returning. The light is returning. The light is returning to Mother. The light is returning. The light is returning. The light is returning to me, to me. The light is returning. The light is returning. The light is returning to Mother. The light is returning. The light is returning. The light is returning to me. The light is returning. The light is returning. The light is returning to Mother. The light is returning. The light is returning. The light is returning to me. So as the sacred sound begins to play, let the light return. Let the awareness return. As it is on earth, so shall it be within. We now lift our imagination to the sky, to the returning sun, and to the brilliant winter night. Shifting hours of light and darkness. Remind us that change is part of the rhythm of the universe. And acknowledging the gifts of the darkness, we also look forward to the growing light, a change that brings a glimmer of hope. And we marvel at the beauty of this time. Unobstructed by leaves, we behold the jewels of the night shining over the land. Moon, stars, and meteors, they inspire us to awe and wonder. What joy can be found? Let us hold it close. Let us blow on its embers and share its spark. As we give thanks for our companions on the journey. not take for granted having come this far in the shroud of the darkness. If you've not already done so, I invite you to just gently, softly open your eyes. And just feel the candlelight, feel the sound, but perhaps with a different perspective than when you entered. A greater appreciation for the balance, for the texture, for the light and the dark. Let gratitude be in our heart for the cycles of the mother, the safety of the womb, the awareness of the one. We cannot and never will be separate from her. And that includes her darkness. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is the womb of the one. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is the womb of the one. Is our mother, the earth is our sound as ancient as life itself. That is the marriage between the spiritual realm and the earthly realm. Tonight, let it represent the marriage of the light and the darkness, as 3 times we sound the owl, owl, together. Breathing in. This year on Christmas Eve, in the sanctuary is full of the candles that we light. I invite you to have a different consciousness if you happen to be in the room, and to look at the space between the lights, and to know that it is equally as holy, it is equally as sacred, and maybe this Christmas Eve, something greater will be born, because the marriage of all of creation has been brought into the celebration of life. And so, for safety, we are going to very slowly bring the lights up. Mind your eyes. Jeannie, if you can bring them up slightly. Always ask a gentle hand to bring the lights up. What we do typically on Wednesday night, for many of you who have never been here before, is there's 3 parts to what we do. The meal in the other room from 6 to 7, the meditation from 7 to about 7:40, 7:45. It has a different feel and flavor every time we do it. I appreciate you were willing to do the experiment tonight. If you enjoyed that, come back. We're here every Wednesday night for that meditation experience. And then at 7:40, which we're going to do now, many people don't stay, but many people come. We're going to talk about what we've just experienced. Talk about your relationship with darkness, with light, within and without. So we're going to have a dialogue. We're going to circle the chairs and just have a dialogue. Those of you who are not staying for the conversation, blessings upon your holiday season, blessings upon your winter solstice. Go hug a tree tonight and become one in the level of the sap. And there is a basket there if you'd like to make a contribution. But those that are going to stay, we're going to make a big circle with the chairs, pull things out of the way. The lights will be coming up full so we can see the beauty of each other. But I thank you all for being here and wish you a wonderful holiday season. I hope you will join us Christmas Eve. There's a fun, childlike service for families at 5. At 7 o'clock, one a little more similar. We won't go totally dark, but it'll be more similar to what we've done here tonight. Some beautiful music. And then Burning Bowl is one of our favorite rituals. We release everything we don't want to take into the new year. That's on New Year's Eve at 6:30. There'll be a party afterwards if you want to stay and make an evening of it. And then White Stone. All of this culminates in the celebration of our freedom and our magnificence on January 8th with White Stone. Thank you for being here tonight. The basket is right over there if you'd like to put a contribution in. And the rest of you will bring the lights up and circle the wagons. Thanks so much for being here. are staying, I want to create a circle. I'm going to blow candles out so we don't start any